one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess.
Hot and humid, Coach. Those are the descriptors right now just outside of Washington, D.C. Water's going to be needed early and often today at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, 180. Right there, 54 miles.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mayfield now. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
point it right, point it right, point it right. Mark 6, 33.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick six, and that decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Check 50, check 50.
Lay 50, lay 50.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This from 36 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Set 60 or.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Watch Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, zoom.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Deep grip.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, alert 33.
This is Geis. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's caught. Cooper. Touchdown, Washington. Amari Cooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Coaching spill. Hey, wahoo!
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Mike's Popo.
On 3rd and 2, Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
No gain
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Mayfield now from the 50. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
57, Mike 57. Hey, exit. 57.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Check hot route. Hot. Check go.
On 1st down, Locke. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Terry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Logan. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 43.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready up. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. What's the other? Hey, high 7.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
X3, 218, chopper. 54.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
At the 1-yard line.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Check 26, check 26.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it this time, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the intended target. 3rd down here.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mayfield on play action. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. just gave up another one right there.
And tatter, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They go draw play to McKinnon. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Matchbox lights. 5. On the ball. Now.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. In for the sack, Deion Jones. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Locke, and he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Tight go. Topper! Danny, hey, Alpha!
Right there, 54, right there.
Shoot!
From midfield, here's Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Come on, D. Bang. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Locke going to go on 4th down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Deion Jones, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Set. 180. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield, and he fends him off. Now he steps away. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it here with Logan. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The throw taken in by Hamilton. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On the carry, it's Logan. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Out, 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 out.
To throw it is Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
General West. 5.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
180.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hurry, hurry. You got nothing. Hey, watch that.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set, 180.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Screen play, McKinnon. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Set, 180, 154. Got ready.
Now a run with Geis. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Baker Mayfield taking it in. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Greystone, Travis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
218, chopper. Look at me. Score, 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 score. Yo, cheat us now.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Lock now. 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Locke now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Hey, Sam off. Check 52.
Lock now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Open man here is Hamilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that play.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey,
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Amari Cooper, 43 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get the ball. Tighten up, tighten up. Recon, 132 fighter.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hamilton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Leo.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. He's at the 30, the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A toss right to Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield. He's got the connection to Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Washington. Amari Cooper, 72 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
6-6, pull it high. Now. Hey, orbit.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hit it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Block. He's got this complete to Hamilton. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Got it. 44's Mike. Check. General West. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shit. Hey, exit. 44's to Mike. Hey, we got Christone, travel. To the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first down, Logan. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. T.J. Logan, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Come on,
the Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They run with Logan. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Logan. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Back. Blue draw Corker. Mike's 56. All day, check.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
First down, Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. 56.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.